How did the FCC impact Black civil rights in media? In recent discussions about media representation, the role of the Federal Communications Commission has come into focus. Many are asking how this agency has shaped Black civil rights in media. Understanding this topic is essential, especially as we see ongoing conversations about equity and representation today. The Federal Communications Commission has had a complicated and often troubling role in the media landscape for Black Americans. Since its creation, the agency's policies frequently worked against the rights of Black individuals. This often undermined the protections guaranteed by the 14th Amendment, which aims to ensure equal rights for all citizens. Historically, the Federal Communications Commission awarded broadcast licenses mainly to white-owned companies. These companies often profited from segregation and provided platforms for segregationists. This allowed harmful narratives to flourish, further marginalizing Black voices in media. A significant example of this was the merger approval in 1953 between the American Broadcasting Company and United Paramount Theaters. At that time, Paramount operated segregated movie theaters. This decision showed how the Federal Communications Commission allowed companies that supported segregationist practices to broaden their media influence. Additionally, the Federal Communications Commission's licensing decisions enabled hate groups to gain access to public airwaves. For instance, the White Citizens Council produced a television program called Citizens Council Forum starting in 1957. This program aired on WLBT-TV in Jackson, Mississippi, and later moved to Washington, D.C. This shift allowed segregationist voices to gain legitimacy through media channels regulated by the Federal Communications Commission. Civil rights leaders recognized the importance of media access in their fight for equality. Dr. Everett C. Parker, a minister, consulted with Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. about tackling segregationist messaging on Southern television stations. King emphasized the need for media regulation in the civil rights movement. Overall, the Federal Communications Commission's historical role contributed to maintaining racial segregation and limiting Black representation in media. This lack of representation affected the broader struggle for civil rights and equal protection under the law. The agency's actions allowed segregationists to utilize public airwaves to resist civil rights progress. This reflects ongoing societal struggles over race and equality in the United States.